Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right? Yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Allen going deep here for Watkins. That is incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Cook running right. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. He stopped on the return at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Allen looking to throw. He'll get this one to Watkins. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another one for Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They kick the running back in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Cook does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And they chase him out of bounds. That's going to be a sack. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Amendola able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What's up?
On the give, this is Irving. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Daquan Jones with the tackle on that play. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set.
This one's taken in by Otten. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Regular. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. What's up?
Baker now from the gun. On target to Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32.
Set.
Running back sent in motion.
What's up?
1st down, here's Baker. Hauled in left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What's up?
Here's the give to Irving. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Regular. What's up?
Baker now off to play fake. Intercepted in the end zone. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
What's up?
Handoff headed right, it's Cook. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Bills, lined up with a 2nd and 8. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
This one is up and good. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Run. Done.
Baker out of the pistol. Completes this one to Otten. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Point it right.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's that?
Mayfield on 1st and 10. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Kings, Kings, Kings. Good. Up, up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Done.
Mayfield to throw again. Short pass brought in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Good.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Done.
Baker throwing again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shakir sent in motion left. First down throw for Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Good. Alert, 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 alert. Real. What's that?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense.
Hey,
it's 2nd and 1.
Good. Regular. Run. What's that?
Throwing, Baker. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got his target. It's Otten. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Set.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Kings, Kings, Kings. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Christian Benford has it. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Up, up. What's that?
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 47-yard line.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
What's that?
Here's Baker to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he'll get it up to the 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set. Done.
Baker now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Alert, 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 alert. Set.
Throwing again is Baker. Diving right side, got it! The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Mayfield now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33. Done.
Baker now from the gun. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. That one gains 7. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Set. Regular, regular, regular. What's that?
Third and long, Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
What's that?
From the red zone now. He's got it. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's that?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a 2-possession game in the second half.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
What's that?
Allen to throw. This will be caught by Watkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on first down, Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Allen looking to throw this. He's on the move. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Baker. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield to throw again. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's got him. That's McMillan. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Baker throwing again. He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With a 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Mike Evans with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10.
McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, hold on. That's it.
Cook trying this one up the gut. He's got room to roam here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Baker out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Kings!
Baker now off the play fake. Has it downfield working the left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bills will take over as he records.
Down.